Yesterday what we have completed in the previous classes, actually rational numbers we have started, and then properties we have introduced. I have introduced properties, and in that properties we have completed closure property, commutative property and associative property. So what did you learn from them? That rational numbers are closed under addition, subtraction and multiplication, and then rational numbers are commutative under addition and multiplication. The last, rational numbers are associative under addition and multiplication. Okay, so that you have learned about rational numbers and their properties. Okay, now we have a last property, distributive property, and you know already distributive property. So what we have is this one is, I won't verify, just I will give you the formula. But what is that? Distributivity of multiplication over addition over addition. That means nothing but A into B plus C is equal to, when A, B, C are rational numbers, when A, B, C are rational numbers, and if you are multiplying the sum of two rational numbers with other rational number, when you are multiplying sum of two rational numbers with other rational number, so this can also be written as A into B plus A into C. That means you can multiply with the single terms and then you can add them. First multiply with B and then multiply with C and then add those two products. That is nothing but distributivity of multiplication over addition. See what we have did here, A into B plus C. So when you have B plus C, what you have to do, you should multiply A into B plus A into C. A into B plus A into C. Okay. Next, this is under over addition. Next, of multiplication over subtraction. Means A into B minus C is equal to A into B minus A into C. A into B minus A into C. This is about distributive property, and no need to verify and all. Already you know that distributive property in integers we have verified and you know already. So no need of verifying here. So I'll go with the next topic. What is that? Additive identity, multiplicative identity, additive inverse, multiplicative inverse. Okay. So first, additive identity. So for whole numbers, for integers and for rational numbers, for all, which one is called as additive identity? In in the 6th class you have learned, in whole numbers you have learned additive identity. Which number is called as additive identity? One single number is called as additive identity. What is that one? See, when you add a number with other one, when you add a number with other one, if you are getting the same number, see, if I consider one number and I am adding one more number to it, so that I have to get the first number, whatever I have considered first number, that I should get. Which is possible? Which number is possible like that? Which can be added so that we will get the same number? What number can be added to the number so that we will get the same number? You know already. What is that? That's 0. See, for all A belongs to Q, for all A belongs to Q, if A plus 0 is equal to 0 plus A is equal to A. See, when A is a rational number, and when you add the 0 to it, or for 0 if you add a rational number, what you are getting? Again same rational number. So that's why 0 is called additive identity. 0 is called additive identity. So remember this always. So for which number set there is no additive identity? Do you know? For which number set we doesn't have a additive identity? Okay. Tell me the answer afterwards, or message me. What is the answer? Okay, which number set doesn't have a additive identity? Now, next. Multiplicative identity. Multiplicative identity. Same like here. See here we have added so that we got the same number. Now with what you should multiply so that you will get the same number? For all, this is simple. For all A belongs to Q, if which number you have to multiply? See, I'll consider A into A. You should get A only. Same number you should get. With what you should multiply? When you multiply with what number, you will get the same value. Obviously, 1. When you multiply with 1, you will get the same number. 2 into 1, 2. 3 into 1, 3. When you multiply a number with 1, you will get the same value. So when you add here, you are adding. You are getting same number. You are multiplying, again you are getting same number. So when you are adding, we are calling it as additive identity. And when you are multiplying, you are getting the same number. So we are calling it as multiplicative identity. One is called multiplicative identity. So for all the number sets, natural numbers, whole numbers, integers and rational numbers, for all, multiplicative identity is always 1 only. Is always 1. Okay. Remember that additive identity is always 0 and multiplicative identity is always 1. Okay. Remember that 0 and 1. Okay, so this is the identity. Now we'll go for inverse. Additive inverse. So what is meant by additive inverse? Again, for all A belongs to Q, A plus. For A, which number you should add so that you will get 0? Tell me. Do you know? See, for A, which number you have to add to get 0? Okay, if you don't know about A, 3. For 3, which number you have to add so that you will get 0? Obviously, what is it? Minus 3. Same here also. For A, when you add minus A plus of minus A is equal to 0, and that is equal to minus of A plus A, both. For a negative number, if you add its positive number, and for a positive number, if you add its negative number, what will you get? You will get 0. So now these two are called as additive inverse of each other. Additive inverse of each other. Therefore, A comma minus A are called additive inverse of each other. Additive inverse of each other. For example, additive inverse of minus 4. What is the additive inverse of minus 4? plus 4. Just simply the sign. For negative number, you will get positive 1. That's it. Additive inverse of 2 by 3. What is additive inverse of 2 by 3? Minus 2 by 3. Here plus positive number, you have to write negative number. For additive inverses, what you have to do? Just simply negative number will become positive and positive will become negative. That's it. Now what is the additive inverse of minus 4 by 7? Nothing but 4 by 7. Just the change in sign. Just change in sign. Okay. This is additive inverse. Next we have multiplicative inverse. What is multiplicative inverse? Again, for all A belongs to Q. So in addition, what we did, you should get 0. Here multiplication, you have to multiply two numbers such that their product must be equal to 1. Tell me such numbers. A. You should multiply A with what? So that the answer will be 1. Tell me. Do you know? A ni దీంతో multiply చేస్తే మనకు 1 వస్తుంది. Guess it? No. See? When you multiply A with 1 by A will get cancelled. What will you get? 1. And if I consider 1 by A, multiply with A. The rational numbers, no? 1 by A is the rational number, A is the rational number. So when you multiply these two, what is the answer you will get? 1. You are getting 1. So these two are called then A comma 1 by A are called multiplicative inverse of each other. See here, if you observe here, A and 1 by A, multiplicative inverse is nothing but its reciprocal. Multiplicative inverse is nothing but its reciprocal. See, reciprocal of A is 1 by A. 1 by A reciprocal is A. Simple. Just what you have to write to find multiplicative inverse, you have to write its reciprocal. You have to write its reciprocal. Now see example. MI means multiplicative inverse. Okay. Don't consider some other thing. Multiplicative inverse of minus or plus 2 by 5. What is the multiplicative inverse of 2 by 5? What do you have to write? You have to write the reciprocal. Reciprocal means the denominator will become numerator and numerator will become denominator. Okay. So 2 by 5. What is the reciprocal of 2 by 5? Nothing but 5 by 2. Now multiplicative inverse of minus 4 by 5 or 4 by 9. Multiplicative inverse of minus 4 by 9. And don't forget that here sign will not change. Minus reciprocal of 4 by 9. Only you have to write the reciprocal. Only you have to write the reciprocal. Okay. 2 by 5, 5 by 2. Minus 4 by 9 is minus 9 by 4. Sign will not change. Only in additive inverse, the sign will change. But in multiplicative inverse, you have to write the reciprocals. Okay. So this is about additive inverse and the multiplicative inverse. So from this, next I'll start example. One example I'll explain how to add and all. Okay. So from the textbook I'll give you one example. Simplify. by 7 plus of minus 6 by 5 plus minus 13 by 7. Okay, so 2 by 5 plus 3 by 7 plus half minus 6 by 5 plus half minus 13 by 7. So this is nothing but simply fraction addition. Here we are going to use some properties also for rearrangement. Simply we'll rearrange them so that the calculation will be easy. To get the calculation easy, so what is the first step? See, whenever they have given brackets, means what you have to do in the integer addition or rational number, whatever it is, first you should remove the brackets. So for that, so what is the first step you will get? 2 by 5 plus 3 by 7. Now plus into minus, minus 6 by 5. Again plus into minus, minus 13 by 7. Okay, what I did, just I have removed the brackets. Now see, two different signs are there. On either side of bracket you have two different signs. Plus minus means you will get minus and the number is 6 by 5. And again here also plus and minus. So plus minus, two different signs means what will you get? Minus, minus 13 by 7. Okay, so in general what will you do is, I will consider all the four denominators and you will go for LCM and all. So before going that, to make it easy, what I will do is, I will write the same denominator, like fractions together. I will write the like fractions together. These like fractions ni oka daggara rasistam. Like fractions unnai kada, avi renditni oka daggara rastam. Okay, you can see here, these two are like fractions and then these two are like fractions. So write them. First 2 by 5 minus 6 by 5 plus 3 by 7 minus 13 by 7. Now see, these two are and these two, both are like fractions. So when you have like fractions, you can add or subtract the numerators directly. Now 2 minus 6, I'll write like this, 2 minus 6 by 5 and then 3 minus 13 plus half, 3 minus 13 by 7, 3 minus 13 by 7. Now 2 minus 6 by 5 minus 4 by 5 plus half, 3 minus 13 minus 10 by 7. Again remove the brackets. Minus 4 by 5 plus into minus, minus 10 by 7. Now the denominators are different. So what you have to do is find the LCM. Now what is the LCM of 5 and 7? The LCM of 5 and 7 is 35. Five into 7. Why? Because both are two, they are not multiples of each other. Whenever they are not multiples of each other, simply the LCM is product of those two denominators. So 5 into 7, 35. Now I'll write 35. Now 5 sevens and 4 sevens, 7 5 minus 28 minus 10 5s are 50, minus 28 minus 50, minus 78 by 35, minus 78 by 35. That is the answer. Okay, you can leave it like that, or you can go for simplest form also. But here both are they are not multiples of any. They doesn't have any common factor, so leave it minus 78 by 35. Okay. Next example. This is first example. Example 1. This is first example. Next, second example is homework for you. Second example is homework. I'll give you the group. I'll post the questions. Right now, third example 3. Example 2 by 5 into minus 1 by 9 plus 23 by 180 minus 1 by 9 into 3 by 4. 1 by 9 into 3 by 4. So here we can use two methods. First, by using commutative property, you can write these two together and then go for calculation, or if you want, you can go with the direct addition also. You can go with like that also. So as you wish. So I give you one type of a solution, and if you want, you can go with the other method also. Okay. So here see, here minus 1 by 9, here also we have minus 1 by 9. So what I'll do is, I'll write them together by using commutative property. Or if you don't want to do like that, means I'll give you like that only. We'll use this. And the next example, you can do whatever you like. Okay. First I'll give 2 by 5 into minus 1 by 9 plus 23 by 180. Sorry. By commutative property, 2 by 5 into minus 1 by 9. Here, this one I'll write here. See, A plus B or B plus C. You can write anywhere, no? This one. B plus C. This can be written as, you can change the positions of those two numbers. So, I'll change the positions. Now, this can be written as plus minus 1 by 9 into 3 by 4 plus 23 by 180. 23 by 180. Wait. Okay, 23 by 180. Now see, in this minus 1 by 9 is common. Minus 1 by 9 is common. Okay. So minus 1 by 9 distributive property. Here I am applying distributive property. LHS distributive property. Minus 1 by 9. Minus 1 by 9 is common. So see what is here? 2 by 5 plus 3 by 4 plus 23 by 1. Now see, first simplify the bracket terms. What will you get here? See, 5 and 4 both are not multiples of each other. So go for LCM. Minus 1 by 9 into LCM is 5 4s are 20. So 5 4s means 2 4s. 4 5s means 3 5s. 2 4s are 8 plus 3 5s are 15 plus 23 by 180. Now 8 plus 15. How much it is? Minus 1 by 9 into 23 by 20 plus 23 by 180. Now multiply it. Minus 1 into 23 minus 23 by 9 into 20 180 plus 23 by 180. Now see the denominators, both are same. Minus 23 by 180 plus 23 by 180 is nothing but 0. It's nothing but 0. So this is third example. Okay. Next so exercise 1.1. We'll start exercise 1.1. First bit. Name the property involved in the following example. So they have given some examples they have given. In that, what are the properties we use that we have to say. Okay. See here, first one. 8 by 5 plus 0 is equal to 8 by 5. That is equal to 0 plus 8 by 5. Now see, what is this? Which property they have used here? So they have added 0 to 8 by 5, and for 0 they have added 8 by 5. So they got same answer. So what is the property here? Additive identity. Additive identity. Next, second one. 2 into 3 by 5 plus 1 by 2 is equal to 2 into 3 by 5 plus 2 into 1 by 2. Now see, this is in the form of A into B plus C is equal to A into B plus A into C. What is that property? Distributive property. Distributive property. Next, third one. Okay, I'll explain now. I'll explain only 3. Remaining all are homework for you. Okay. 3 by 7 into 1 is equal to 1 into 3 by 7 is equal to 1. This is nothing but multiplicative identity. See, 1 is multiplied. 1 is multiplied to 3 by 7, and 3 by 7 is multiplied by 1. So that the answer is again 3 by 7. So that is nothing but multiplicative identity. Okay. So that first bit remaining all are homework for you, and then second bit is also homework for you. Third also homework for you. Okay. Next, fourth one. Multiply 2 by 11 by the reciprocal of minus 5 by 14. I'll explain this one that you have to do. Just I'll give you a hint. That's it. I'll give you a hint. You have to complete that one. See, multiply 2 by 11. Fourth problem. Multiply 2 by 11 by the reciprocal of minus 5 by 14. First, tell me reciprocal of minus 5 by 14. What is the reciprocal of minus 5 by 14? Minus 14 by 5. Now we have to find the product of multiply. Multiply 2 by 11 by minus 14 by 5. This is nothing but just multiply these two. Multiply those two and write the answer. Okay. Already I did this much now, so I will do remaining also. 2 by 11 into minus 14 by 5. Now what is the answer? See here, do they have any common factors? First we have to see whether they have any common factors. Then we have to divide it and then go for multiplication. Now see here, 2 and 11. Do they have any common factors? No. So go for 2 and 5. See, one numerator and one denominator only you have to consider while considering common factors. Now 2 and 5. They both also doesn't have any common factor. Next, minus 14 and 11. No. Minus 14 and 5. No. Because these two are prime numbers actually. So, no common factors for them. So, multiply 2 into minus 14. Minus 28 by 11 into 5. 55. Minus 28 by 55 is the answer. Next. Fifth problem. Which properties can be used in computing? 2 by 5 into 5 into 7 by 6 plus 1 by 3 into 3 into 4 by 11. 2 by 5 into 7 by 6 plus 1 by 3 into 3 into 4 by 11. Okay. So, 2 2 by 5 into 5 into 7 by 6 plus 1 by 3 into 3 into 4 by 11. Which properties are used? What is the question here? Which properties can be used in computing? Which properties can be used in computing this? Okay. So which properties can be used? First, here 2 by 5 into 5 into 7 by 6. Now this is the form of A into B into C, and already we know that rational numbers are associative under multiplication. So this can be written as 2 by 5 into 5 into 7 by 6 by associative property. Next, again same here also, 1 by 3 into 3 into 4 by 11 by associative property. By associative property. Now see, just solve the bracket values. 5 will get cancelled. What is left? 2 into 7 by 6 plus 3 will get cancelled. 1 into 4 by 11. 1 into 4 by 11. Now 2 1s are 2, 3s are. Now here we are using, okay, next step I will write. 1 into 7 by 3. 7 by 3 plus 1 into 4 by 11. 4 by 11. Here closure. And then add those two. What is the LCM of 3 and 11? 33. 3 11s, 7 11s, 11 3s, 4 3s, 77 plus 12. 89 by 33. Okay, 89 by 33. Yes. Okay. So today this is enough. And homework. I'll write homework. Example 2. Exercise 1.1. First bit.